Hello, y'all. Hi.
Hello,
It's
hello.
another Treehouse Book Club. Is that what we're calling this, right?
I guess. I know. I keep forgetting I keep forgetting. Treehouse Book Club.
That's what we're calling it then, I guess. Yes. So
I like it.
we're gonna be starting. What is it? It's the lines we leave behind today, which I keep saying the title wrong, like the lines we cross. I keep saying the title like the lines we cross, things we leave behind.
I,
I'm having a hard time remembering it.
I am too. All I know is it's the lines, but then I'm like, I don't know what comes after the lines. What are we doing with the lines? I guess, are we leaving
They're
them
behind
behind?
us. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I'm excited. It looks
Mm,
like a good book.
yeah. I opened it a couple minutes before we started just to like take a look at like I don't know how the formatting is, and
Yeah.
there's 3 parts, or there's 2 parts, and there's a like separation or whatever in between that, and there's chapters. So we have numbers this time instead of
Okay.
names,
Good.
and there's a map,
Oh.
which
Oh.
is surprising. Like I haven't read a map. I haven't read a book with a map in years.
I feel like sometimes a book with a map in it makes me nervous because there's a
Yes.
reason why we need the map, and that means it's going to be like complicated.
Yes.
But it's like historical fiction. How complicated can it be? It's like
Probably complicated. I'm I'm tell- I'm not good at like I takes me forever to read. Like how long it took me to read Outlander. I'm like, what? And
okay, well,
like
Outlander, it takes everybody a long time to read it because the book is this
85 million
big,
pages. Yeah.
right? The book has 7 million pages in it.
But historical romances, like I have a hard time getting into them because they're like historical and like I don't really read historical mysteries. So I'm pretty scared of historical fiction. So you think it's gonna be light. I'm terrified.
I think it's going to be. I love historical fiction,
Okay.
so
hmm
but I'm not sure what war, and I feel like this has a wartime feel to it. But
I think it's World War II. That's what the tag said on
oh,
Goodreads.
okay. So
Yes.
World War II. All right. Well, I just finished a World War II.
Yeah. Mhm.
Good thing I finished it, or I'd be confused.
Yeah. Yeah. I in on school, I'm learning kind of right now learning about World War II, or was learning about World War II. So that's kind of a little bit fresh in my mind, I guess.
All right.
Um
So we're dealing with Nazis, basically.
I guess. So I mean, on this map there's Germany a part of it. So actually there is, hold on a second. Maybe not.
I
I don't
mean,
know
you
where
can't put
Germany is.
about the Nazis. It's like having the Civil War without slavery, right? You can't like
Yeah,
without the other.
I guess. hmm
Where's my Kindle? Hang on, let me grab my Kindle up here.
Um, yes. Okay, let me go through some of these comments. So, Amal commented, and it's not showing up here, saying
Oh,
that they weren't able to. The book sounds interesting, but they can't find it for cheap anywhere. And wondering if we would read, if we were soon going to be reading any more of this author's books. And I responded to say like, I mean, if this book ends up being like the best book ever, maybe
yeah.
we could. You know, we never know. We don't really know what this book's about. And then I said that it was on Kindle Unlimited and on Scribd/Everend. And they have not commented since, so I don't know. Yes, Mika is here. Hi, my husband's
Yeah.
afternoon class was canceled, so we're home earlier than we thought. Yay! Okay, sadly his
Yay!
class was canceled, but
Yay!
I'm glad you could, join up and not have to, catch up with us later on. So
Although I feel like Mika listens and reads super fast, so she would
yes,
totally.
yes. Mika's typically it's you and Mika that finish first, and so typically it's like is it you or Mika that's gonna finish first. So y'all won't read so fast. Hey Christina. Hi,
Hey,
hope everyone is
Christina.
well. Doing well. Hopping in. I'm hoping I can keep up with y'all today. Not been feeling the best. Ooh. And there's an accent. There's an accent in the audiobook. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
gonna make me slow it down as
That
well.
will make you slow it down. Yeah.
Yeah, a little
I
bit at least.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Depends what
takes me
accent it is. Depends
that
what
voice.
accent it is. Maybe Mika might even have to as well. I think it is set in Britain, so we'll see. But that's lucky that you're not feeling the best. Because I did swipe past the map, and I did see that it takes place in Sussex, whatever it's called, right? Sussex, yes. And so it'll be, I guess, British for some of it. I'm pretty
Alright,
bad with a British accent on audio. Like I'm like, huh? Like my brain does not. Yes, that is the book. The Lines We Leave
we're
Behind.
leaving the lines behind.
Yes, we are.
Huh. Alright.
um, let's see. Hi, the book Hermit. Hello, y'all. Sprint
Hello.
hopping and reading. Okay, that's a Stephen King book, right? 1123.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
112263.
that is a great book. That is the first book I ever read that I was literally not the first book I ever read in my life. The first book I ever read in my life that I couldn't put the book down. I was like reading
Ooh,
at work, like literally, and then I would carry it with me to the bathroom to keep reading it. I could not stop reading
oh
it.
my gosh. That's a Stephen King, right?
Yeah, but it's not scary. Although
Okay.
there is a little bit of there's a weird thing to it that's a little bit scary, but not
Yeah.
really. Oh my God, it's about JFK.
Yes, as
Oh
I thought. Yes.
my God, it's so good. Book Hermit, are you loving it?
Good question. It's about like a time traveler who like goes back in time to like try to stop it.
Yes. Yes. Or to see if he can stop it, or yeah. Oh my God, it's so good.
How long is this book? Is this a longer book?
It's long. It's like long.
Almost 900 pages. There you go. Okay.
It's
Well,
long.
since you liked it, I will add it to my want to read. I never read a Stephen King book. I
It's long,
I
but
don't
you
know a
sit
lot about it.
you can't put it down. I couldn't put it down. Book
Yeah.
Hermit, I'm putting it down. Like, I couldn't you can't read anything else when you're reading it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. hmm I've only ever had one book that was like that. Like every book I've ever read, I've been able to put down and just like I've been thinking about it, but I haven't been like until recently. I read No Exit by Taylor Adams,
Oh,
and that book was crazy. And I actually was considering giving it a 1 star because I was like, I don't know if again because like it sucked me in too much, kind of like the
what?
Colleen Hoover book. You know what I mean?
Sucked
Like,
you in too much? That's a great thing.
but I did give it 5 stars.
I'm gonna give it a 1 star because it was so good I couldn't stop reading it. It gets 1 star.
Exactly. My rating system isn't ideal, but I did give it 5 star, and
No.
I did give it 5 star. It was a wild book. Mika read it.
Is
Um,
it scary?
yes, it's a thriller, and then towards the end, it does become pretty graphic with torture. Um, and it's about a woman who is going home for something, and it's snowing, and she gets like stuck and has to go to this rest stop, and it's her and I think 4 other people there that are just like stuck there, and then she goes outside and sees a child locked in a car, and is like, someone's kidnapping this child. Whose child? What's happening? And it's crazy, and it moves really fast paced, and I read it in an evening. I had to turn it up to 3 times speed because I was like, I have to know. And I was like
Oh my
pacing around the
gosh.
living room reading it. It
Oh
was
my gosh.
it was a good book.
All
Even though it was
right.
almost 1 star.
Porn star.
No, 1 star.
1 star. I was like, what?
It was
What's going on now?
no. It's not happening in the book. But it was yeah. It was a wild ride. Yeah. Mika did read it. Mika, I think Joss put up her Instagram like review on
I
it.
was gonna say, I feel like you're not the only person that I've heard about this book from.
Yes. And
Yeah.
Mika was talking about it maybe on my sprints. I don't know if it was your sprints or my sprints, saying it was like absolutely wild, and like twists keep happening and kept getting better and better.
Well, I like that. I like twists.
hmm Um, okay, back to the book. It's
Back
about
to
World War II. Okay.
our
Um, it didn't take me long to read Outlander, but I'm weird. I read all 9 books in January. Yeah.
I read all 9. Well, no, that's not true. When I picked up the series, I think there were like 6 books in the series, and I like read them all straight through too.
Yeah. Mhm.
But not because I couldn't put them down. Like, not because I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? I think I read them all in a row because I was like, oh, I love this book. I love this story. I love this. I just wanted to keep going, right?
Yeah.
The tension, 11/22/63, tension.
Yeah. Hi, Nana Mom. Hello. Hi. I'm glad I got to meet you in chat. I'm glad you can be here as well. I can hardly wait to caught on the book. Okay. Caught on the book and craft corner. Well, thank you.
Time.
This is my first time here. Ooh, from Canada. Hi. Yes, I saw you. You comment. Maybe you commented. You commented on my videos and subscribed to me the other day, I believe. So hi, it's nice to have you here, Nana. Well, I guess the German accent won't be a problem for me. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But
Mika's gonna read it at 4 times the speed. She's gonna be like, blah, 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 blah.
yeah, but I think it might be British. We'll see. We'll see. I've also never read a German accent audiobook. I'm really enjoying it so far. Okay.
Ooh, all right, good. It's really good. It's so good.
Mhm.
Like,
Yes.
I rave about Outlander, but I also rave about 11/22/63.
Yes. What was the book you said before that?
Outlander.
Outlander. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I won't rave to you anymore.
I'm so confused by this. I can't put it down. Equal Blunt's heart. No.
Yes.
It's just
Thank you, Mika.
that I was like, this book. I don't ever want to read a book like this again because it. Well, there you go. It drew in
Yes,
my
you do.
emotions too much, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I did message Mika, and I said that I'm giving it 1 star, and then I changed it to a 5. I changed it to a no rating. I was like, I'm not rating it. And then I was talking to my sister, and she was like, "It's a 5 star. What are you talking about?" And then I changed it right then on Goodreads, and I haven't changed it since. I don't know. It was just a really wild and I think special book, and so I was like, I don't know if I liked this or not, but it has to be important in some way. So,
Yes.
um, ooh, Christina's reading it this month.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Then when you guys, at the end of this month, when all you guys finish reading this book, whatever sprint we're at, like, let's talk about it.
Yes.
Or let's make it a separate like thing to talk about it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that book.
Yeah. Like I was talking about last week.
Crazy that people are reading it again.
Yeah. Because I haven't heard like a ton about it or anything like that.
It's been out for like 100 years. It's like
Yeah.
really old.
I thought it was like only like 10 years old or something like that.
I feel like it had been out for a few years when I read it like 10 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong,
Easily access it.
but
Let
I
me check.
feel like it had been out for a while. And it was like 7, 8 years ago that I read it.
2011.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's that? 12 years ago? I can't do math.
2021 was 20 years ago. No, 10 years ago. So 20 years ago.
No, I can't do math. Like
Okay,
2011. 23 minus 24
like,
minus 11 is
18 minus
13.
5. 13 years ago, yeah. 18 minus 5, like it's 5 years from
18 minus 5. Where do you do it? 18.
my
numbers?
birthday. It's 6 years from I was born. So it's 12, 13 years
You're
ago.
doing that complicated new math. I'm doing that old math that we were taught back in the 70s.
No Exit has a movie. Yeah, which I do want to try to watch it. I don't know. I'm kind of worried about like the gore towards the end and how that's gonna go.
Maybe this isn't on Netflix, Mika. Maybe this is where like this No Exit thing keeps coming up.
It came on Hulu. I think it was made a couple years ago.
Oh, I don't have Hulu. Maybe it's on Netflix now? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it was a Hulu original.
Oh, so yeah.
I could be wrong about that, maybe.
No, you may be right.
Oh yes. Katie's doing a read along for it.
Oh.
I'd rather be reading Katie.
Oh, well then I'm gonna jump over that on Katie's thing when she
Talks about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got things to say.
No, I know. I feel like I like I was talking about last week when I was saying I kind of want to read your favorite books. Maybe that could be one of the books.
Oh yeah,
but that'd be May. That'd be
it definitely counts as one of my favorites for sure.
All
time favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think it was a good book. I would definitely recommend it because it was just like the first thriller I read was like really slow, and that was my second thriller, so like all over the place.
Opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, maybe the audiobook has a German accent. We'll have to see. Yes, Lauren. I haven't started it because I'm reading other things. Okay. Hoping for an audio. But I may start it later today. Wait.
I'm surprised. That book? Audio. Are you still talking about 1122?
I guess. I mean, I'm assuming. I feel like a lot of
audio for that. But maybe there's not. I don't know. It was a long time ago when it came out. Maybe like new audio back in 2011? No, they absolutely did.
Yeah, they definitely had audio. I mean, they had audio. I started listening to audiobooks in like first grade. So
yeah.
2011 was actually first grade, I think, right? I think I was 6 years old. 2011.
I don't know. Let's move on. Let's move on before my age catches up to me.
I'm also reading The Great Hunt with Brittany, The Wheel of Time, book 2. I'm waiting for that. Okay. Waiting for that to come still. Okay. I have too many big books and buddy reads this month. That's fair. Yes.
Those Wheel of Time books are big.
Yes. From what I heard, there are different books between the movies. There are big differences between the book and the movie. Okay, but nothing that drastic. Okay. There are not big differences. There are differences. I don't know where I got that from, but nothing too drastic. Okay, that makes sense. The read along is on Storygraph, Vivian. So you could join too. You have to rejoin Goodreads. You wouldn't have to rejoin Goodreads. You could go on Storygraph.
I don't do Goodreads, but I do. So I use Storygraph. The only thing I use Storygraph for is genres. Genres to track kind of thing here. But I do have Storygraph. I could go on there and look for you guys for this read along.
I feel like you. What word is that? Sluggish?
She was feeling sluggish with the reading.
Oh, I thought that was a book name. Okay. Feeling sluggish. I have got 6 books going.
I mean,
6 books to go.
It's 5 days. We're 5 days in, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen. Like we're 5 days in.
Especially if you're reading like big books, especially reading like a huge Stephen King and then maybe even like Wheel of Time too. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so it does have an audio book on Libro. Where are we at? Okay. Yes, there is an audio book, but I only have 1 credit and I need fair. Yes. Is it I guess if it's on Libro then it's not an auto. Okay. A credit on Libro FM. I was confused there for a second. Yep, and I also am reading the Throne of Glass series and Percy Jackson and Harry Potter, and I'm supposed to be reading The Call by Stephen King with Coda 2. Still waiting for that one. Oh my gosh. I read a lot
going on.
Yeah, but not a bunch of different fantasy series at once. I'm not doing that, but like hopefully, I mean Harry Potter and Percy Jackson are like pretty similar YA series. Right? Like
Harry Potter's a fun read and like an easy read, right?
Yeah.
I thought, you get through it pretty quickly because it's like fun and interesting and like
Yeah. I've only read the first one.
oh
Yeah. Mm.
I read the whole series when I was in Edinburgh, which was like fantastic because like the city of Edinburgh is I don't know if Harry Potter Hogwarts is based on this is truly based on the city of Edinburgh, but everyone says that it is. I have never
Yeah.
heard
Hmm.
J.K. Rowling say that, but
Can we trust her for anything, really? Probably
I
not.
mean,
Yeah.
she would know where she got the inspiration to write it. I
Yeah. So that they are easy
don't
ones.
know. Harry Potter, yeah, those are the easy ones.
And then the book I started this a week ago is only 183 pages and only 40 pages in. Sluggish, yes. That's okay. I've only finished one book so far this month. So
Well, I knew that I had to finish my I was reading the Paris Library. It's a World War II book, World War II in Paris book. And I was like, I gotta finish this before we start another World War II book because I'll be totally confused. So yesterday I was like, I'm having a reading day.
Oh, yes. Okay. So come to the comments. How much are we gonna read? I guess I have to figure that out, right?
Yes.
Let me try to
How
play
much
on
is
accident.
half hour, 45 minutes worth?
Okay. So let me go to the beginning. Hold on. Pause. Okay. Chapter 1 is about 16 minutes long. This is on no.
On regular speed.
Yes. And then 12 and then 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. And chapter 5 is an hour long.
Oh, then we should read chapters 1 to 4.
Okay, so that's 16, 12, 20, and 17.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, if we do 16 and 12, that is
Half an
what?
hour. Half hour? Less. 25 minutes.
25 minutes, 20 minutes. And there's 20 after that. I guess it's it.
So
are we gonna try to read chapter 5 all in one go?
I think we have to. How would we know when to stop?
Yeah. Okay. Then
I think we have to.
I guess, yeah.
So let's read 2 chapters
Okay,
and then talk, and then 2 chapters and then talk, and then we'll go
figure
for
out
an hour.
chapter 5.
Yeah, then we'll figure out what we do.
Okay, so we're gonna read chapter 1 and chapter 2. I think that's gonna work, and we can try to study the map as we start the book.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Where are we at?
And it gives you guys a chance to get used to the accent.
If
we're just doing 2 chapters and you can get used to it, and then maybe it goes quicker after that. I don't know. We'll see. Before we launch into the hour long.
J.K. Rowling wrote the first book.
Oh.
Okay. Dragon Alley is based on a part of it.
Yeah.
Is that place?
The whole place. It really, like, if she was trying to capture Edinburgh as Hogwarts, she did a great job. Because, like, just walking around, I was like, oh yeah, I feel like this is Hogwarts.
Yeah, and that's why it's super easy for those things to read, right? Like, yeah, no.
Are you talking about your boys, Christina? Experience. Are you?
Okay. Let me edit this on. I got it set up before we joined on, so I could just through chapter 2. Let me remove that space there so that it actually makes sense. There you go. Okay. God, save. Okay. So much easier to pre-type as I have to type it all out right now. Okay, so we're gonna read through chapter 1 and chapter 2, and then we're gonna type done when you're done reading that.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Have a reading. See you soon. Okay, I believe we all are done.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, pretty easy couple
Yes.
chapters, huh?
Yes, it was really interesting. We got one perspective from like what I'm gonna call current day and one perspective from the past, right? Yeah. I think that was really easy to get through. Not
Right,
as
so easy. We
not as
set the
intimidating
scene
as I
for what's
expected it
about
would
to
be.
happen.
What, go ahead.
We've set the scene for what is about to happen.
Yes, we read yeah, I would assume that's probably gonna be the only two. Like we're probably gonna jump back and forth because the next chapter takes place back in the asylum in
Oh,
47. Yes. Okay.
okay.
What are we thinking so far, right? Yeah. They're not sure what Allie was about Harry Potter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. So okay. We're all done. Mika read the first 7 minutes of chapter 3. So let's don't mention anything about
Oh,
that.
Mika. Oh,
Yes.
Mika.
Overdone.
Yeah, you're overdone.
Done. Sorry, we had lunch. Sounds good. And my husband is about to leave. Totally fine. I love the writing style. I don't know. I do think it's interesting. I don't think I've ever read a book where the main character had amnesia. She seems like she has amnesia or something, right? Like
Yeah,
maybe something associated with like trauma and like blocking the past out.
yeah. There's like some kind of mystery that even she doesn't know.
Yes. Let me go back. So okay, so our first chapter takes place in 47, and is that after World War II ended?
Yeah.
Okay. And there is a map. There's 2 maps mentioned in the book. And so I went back and looked at that while reading. But she's in an asylum and she doesn't remember what happened in the past, and she has like I'm like the first bit's a bit confusing, right?
Right, because
Like
you have
she's
no idea what's going on, and she seems like she doesn't have any idea what's going on, and so you're like,
yeah.
"Is anybody gonna tell us what's going
Yeah.
on?" Because the narrator doesn't know, and we don't know.
And then so I don't know. I'm trying to think like of all the things that we've seen so far. We haven't seen that much though. That she previously, she talks about having previously, before the war, she had lunch with a Jewish girl. I'm curious if when you have that guy, that old man talking to her.
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, Robert in chapter 2 in the past.
Yes.
That it seems like that he isn't like she's in a country that she isn't in Germany, she isn't in a pro-Nazi country. I don't really know a lot, but right, like
Oh, she's in, sounds like she's in London.
she is in
Just
London.
after the Blitz. So,
Yes.
working in a doctor's office as a receptionist.
And that soldier isn't a German soldier or a Nazi sympathizing soldier. He seemed like he was saying anti-Germany, etc. stuff. So
Yeah. He knows an awful lot about the Balkans, though. He's quite interested in her family history.
Yes.
And nobody knows how. So in chapter 2, she's like in a nightclub with, I guess, her boyfriend, Peter.
Yeah.
And Peter knows
This guy.
Robert.
Yeah.
But can't really figure out how he knows him.
I assumed it was his dad.
Oh no, because Peter's like, yeah, I can't really remember where we met. It was here, it was there, it was somewhere I don't really remember.
Oh, okay. Okay, because he said, "Hey, old man," and that's I was like, okay, it's his dad. And so I assumed he was like 50, 60 years old.
That much older.
Okay.
Like,
see, I because I was wrong about that.
And I sort of got the sense that, I don't know why I got this sense. You got the sense that he was like 50.
Yeah.
I got the sense that he's like 28.
Okay.
I have no reason why I think that.
It's
Other
interesting.
than he's in a nightclub, and why would he be hanging out with 23-year-olds?
Because he's clearly a creeper of some sort.
Well, clearly. Okay.
I don't know, didn't it? Okay, let's talk about this after we get through this comment first. But it's interesting that she seems to have developed a whole persona when whatever she was doing during the war.
Yes.
She's
The whole
Amber,
name.
and
Yes. The name
see,
thing.
okay, you didn't think that what's his name? That guy, the 28-year-old / 50-year-old
Robert.
Robert. Okay,
Robert,
you
is that his
didn't.
name? Yeah, Robert. Yeah,
You
I
didn't
think
think.
write down who everybody was because I was like, I'm gonna be confused.
You didn't think Robert was creepy.
I did not think he was creepy. I think he's like whatever the British equivalent of the CIA is. I think he's recruiting.
Oh wow. So he
But I didn't think he
says,
was creepy.
doesn't he say to her, and she says this in chapter 1, and then he says it to her in chapter 2, that she has like good assets to
Skills.
keep him
Yeah.
in, which I thought meant he was trying to sell her off, and he was trying to
Trying to traffic her.
yeah, I thought that he was trying, yeah. And so I thought he's creepy, he's an old man, and I thought that it's gonna be that she got kidnapped or trafficked or whatever into some bad situation and was going to have lots of trauma from being like kind of like a slave for the military, like a sexual slave. That's how I thought it. I thought that's what was happening. Was that not? Did I take that wrong? Because I thought that was really clear.
I didn't get that at all.
Okay, then never mind.
I mean, I don't know
like,
if anyone was
that's
being
word for word.
trafficked during World War II. People were being, I mean, if you were Jewish or gay or smart, you were being like kidnapped and taken to a concentration camp. But I don't know that they were like sex trafficking people.
Yes, but I was referring to him specifically.
I don't think they were sex trafficking British girls to work for the British Navy. But maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either. I just
Where's
when
Kenny
she
when you
said
need
that,
her? Where's
that's
Kenny with the British England, with the British history when we need her?
This old guy, it's funny that you said, oh, he's pretty old, like 30 or something.
Oh, is that so? We know he's like, is that where I got the like young? Like, does Amber, who says she's 30? Who says he's 30? Amber Maud?
I guess the main character. Do we
He's a spook too.
that's
Oh,
where I
what do you
thought
mean?
Amber, so go ahead. I
I'm
thought
like,
Amber was like her like
oh, go.
like I thought Amber was going to be her name, like her new name or whatever. I thought that's what that story was. I guess.
Oh,
What am I
because
talking about, to be honest?
Amber-
No, not his dad. Okay, but he's kind of spooky. I took him as very creepy because I must have misinterpreted this whole situation. I was like, whoa, we're going to. I thought it was super clear, but I guess not because it wasn't very y'all. Does he?
I mean,
know
if so, this will be the first World War II novel that I've read where someone has been sex trafficked.
Okay, this will be the first World War II.
But
this will be the first World War II novel I've ever read ever. I don't know. I didn't. I guess her assets is in like her ability to become a spy. I was not thinking that, but sure. Does he know this guy? I think Robert is good at making people think that he knows them, a spy, a criminal. Yeah, because Peter says, no, not Peter. The main character says he's talking to everybody like he's known them for years, and she sees Peter interacting with Robert as if they've known each other for years. So it could be a situation.
And she's like, Peter, how do you know this guy? And Peter's like,
yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think he's a spy. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Okay, that makes sense because she can speak that language that a lot of people can't speak. Yeah. And he was old, probably 30. Okay, she said.
So that's where I got like that he's not all that old. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Internet went out. Oh no. So catching up now. Well, that's okay. We'll maybe if you can download the audiobook so that you have it on your device and you don't lose it, or the ebook or whatever. And then, we'll put, so if it goes out again, it'll be fine. We'll put the amount we got to in the Instagram at the end of this, so you can get caught up before Wednesday, which is one day, but still. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I mean, is there anything else? Because clearly that was I was like, this is the craziest thing ever. I'll talk about this. And you were like, okay. So I'm just like, is there anything else anything else I was misinterpreting, or we need to talk about what happened? Because I don't know.
I guess the question is, did Robert know? Like, did Robert know about her before he met her at the nightclub? Like, did he go to the nightclub specifically to meet her because he knew that she had these like skills that would be useful?
Yeah.
Or was it just like a random meeting on his, like, between both of them? Like, he was there to just like hang out at the nightclub, and he running into a good looking girl and danced with her and was like, oh, she does have some skills. Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's a spy. I don't think he's a criminal.
Okay.
I think he's a spy. I think he's like a recruiting.
Yes. My brain's all over the place. I'm like, what? Where are we going? Not creepy, spooky. He's spooky like a spy. Okay, not.
Yeah, that's what I think too. That fits with like the World War II like theme. But I can't figure out if it's before the Blitz or after the Blitz. Like, I thought she said it's after the Blitz is when she met him.
Yeah.
But then I felt like there was all of this, well, the Blitz hadn't had and I was like, well, why? What's so okay. Because it's before the invasion, it's pre-D-Day. They met pre-D-Day.
Okay. I'm not like, I don't really know a lot about history to be this is gonna really like show the fact that I don't know anything about history. I didn't know D-Day was a part of World War II. So I assumed it was a sooner war. But yeah.
That's because we think World War II was like almost 100 years ago. Right? Like, we think Vietnam was like 60 years, but we think, I'm like, oh, World War II must have been like 60 years ago. Right? But no, it wasn't. It was like almost 100 years ago. Which is a long time.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, oh, World War II, and it feels closer. Like it feels farther than it is. And I'm like, oh, it's such a long time ago, but it's like there are people who went through it, they're still alive. And that's, I don't know. So
not many that are still alive.
No. I'm not sure that Robert knew about her. He doesn't seem the type to do anything by chance.
Yeah,
I'm sure that I read that wrong. Sorry, I'm sure that he knew her. Okay. He might be in the resistance. Anti-German. Okay, yeah. Maybe.
Do we think Robert's German?
I don't know, because I thought that when they described his uniform, he was wearing his uniform, and he was saying very anti-German stuff.
He is in the military. He is military something then.
Yes, but he was talking. I don't know. I was trying to figure out if he was German or not. I assumed he was not German.
No, I feel like he's either British or American. Maybe there were American military in London at the time.
I see that too, Mika. D-Day was the U.S. landed in the beaches of France. Oh, okay. I've been there to that beach and the American Secretaries of France. Oh wow. I mean, I don't think I've ever. We went like. I grew up in Pennsylvania, so there are a lot of like, American Revolution, war spots that I've been to on field trips and stuff like that. But I've never been in anything like this. I've also never been out of the East Coast and the South of America. I've never left the country, so like I don't. My Norwegian great uncle was, oh my gosh, was
All the way up in
recruited.
Norway?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa. Was recruited in the resistance. So it's not that far fetched to believe that 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 would be happening here. Yeah.
So what
Oh
I
my gosh.
don't know about World War II, and Mika may know more about this in Germany, is what what's Yugoslavia doing during World War II? Like, for whatever reason, is it German occupied? Are the Russians there? Like, like, why would he be interested in her Balkan, like her ability to speak this language?
Right. So on the map, it says that, I guess, I don't know if it's all of Yugoslavia or just that one area, included um, included part of, I don't know how to pronounce that country, and Serbia, puppet state of Germany. Like on like the largest thing in the center of the map.
Yeah, hang on, let me go back. I'm trying to find the map.
Serbia is occupied by Germany at this time. Another country is as well. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I can't imagine.
So maybe he's trying to recruit her for something, I think.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. But I guess I mean, I guess we're gonna have to see what it is for though. Hopefully not what I was saying, because I was like, oh gosh, this book is gonna be just as difficult to read as what was that book you wanted us to, what was that book that you read that you wanted us to read? The book about the Trojan War.
Oh, A Thousand Ships.
I was like, this book is gonna be just as difficult. So hopefully it is more spy. And that's what my theory was.
I've never read a World War II book that, not that they aren't out there, but I have never read one that's been like graphic.
Yeah. My family on my mother's side was in Norway. The Germans occupied Norway. Oh my gosh.
Ah.
I don't see, I'm not really like close to any of my grandparents. I didn't really like know a ton about them, but I think that my grandfather was born in a concentration camp.
Oh,
I think
really?
that might be his mom may have been, but
Wow.
he was an Italian and he came to America when he was 14. So I have no clue how old he is now. No clue how old he was. Like I don't have anything to math out to go back then.
Right.
Yeah. Like I have no clue how old he was when he had my dad. I've met him like a couple times in my life, and that's really been it. So I don't have any reference for that. But I think someone in our family was born in a concentration camp.
Wow. Yikes.
But how am I supposed to confirm that? You know what I mean? Okay, I mean there were the
Balkans campaign.
Balkans. Okay.
So when was that? When was that before the Blitz? After the Blitz? When were the Germans? They went west first, right? No, they went east first, and then they went west.
Mm-hmm.
I think Germany went east first, and then west. I could be wrong. I watched a documentary like a couple months ago about World War II, and it basically showed like the Nazis taking over like everything, and they were like deep into Russia too before the Russians were like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's from trying to think about what I literally just learned about in school and where they took over like first. They took over Poland first, right? Is that accurate?
Maybe.
They took over from the school thing. I'm trying to think about what I'm learning. Keep that
Yeah,
up front,
maybe.
but like, yeah, I thought, yeah, that's why I thought this would be a good book. There is so much to unpack and talk about. To make sure we understand. Yeah. I think by the end of this book we're probably going to be a little bit confused. We're probably still going to be like, where are we at? But
No, but this is why I'm glad Mika is reading this with us, because I feel like in Germany they do a good job at teaching history.
yeah.
And especially this history specifically.
Yeah.
So she can help us.
Hopefully. The Germans invaded and occupied all over the place.
Yeah.
Yes, Mika. Well, this is heavy. Yeah. I don't. I think that was 1940 or 1941. Geez, I learned about all this in school ages ago. Yeah. I'm getting confused to remember. Yeah. It gets confusing to remember the difference. Yeah. Because she was alive during World War One. The main character.
I don't know if she was. She's
Right?
only 23 in 1947.
She said that her mom's friend came in. It was like Franz Ferdinand was shot.
Right.
And so she may have been young then, but she, I guess.
Well, what's 47 minus 23? I don't know. 14?
47
no, 14
minus 23.
She would have been born at the end of World War One.
Okay, not 47, 24. That's not. Is that accurate?
No. 47 minus 23?
Yeah.
14?
14.
24?
She was born in 24. That's what we've gotten. No?
No, she was born in 24 and she's 23 years old. It would be 1950 something. I think she was born in 14.
We talk a lot about World War II. We talked about World War II a lot in school here in Germany. Yeah. Naturally. Yes. I just know there were Nazis in World War II. And yeah, I know I learned the first bit of information I've learned this year about World War I. I was like I barely knew. I didn't know who Franz Ferdinand was, or whatever his name was, until like 3 months ago. So I'm not okay. He must be very interested in that. Yes, that is the, which I feel like when she said that he was like, this is what I interpret it as someone who already had a agenda in their head the way this book was gonna go, as if like he didn't care. But I guess he did care and he was interested. That's why he brought it up and started talking to her in that language.
Yep. I think he wants her. He needs a spy over in there or something. He needs to get some intelligence. And nobody speaks that language, right? There's got to be like 20 people in London that speak that.
Yeah. Her mom was on the during World War II. I don't think the main character was alive. Okay, so you don't think the main character, World War One. Sorry, she was alive during World War One. So okay, that makes sense then. So her mom remembers it, not the main character.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Okay, so I guess this is about the invasion of Yugoslavia.
It seems like it's something about Yugoslavia.
Because she
like they need to be there.
Yeah. Because she has 2 different maps. She has one from previous, and then one from post World War I, and then one from like post/in World War II, right? And
I only have one map.
Because she mentions 2 maps in chapter 1, and she's like comparing them and like upset about them and stuff like that, right? Um, and this map has Yugoslavia as already invaded. So I guess this is the post World War II or in World War II map where she's in the asylum. When did World War II end? That's a good question as well, because I have no clue.
45? I can't. VE Day is June 45.
45.
Am I making that up?
I have no clue when D-Day was. 45. Yeah. Started in 39 and ended in 45. Oh wait. Now we're doing math. Oh no.
Yeah.
We're readers. We are not math.
We're just trying to get the lay of the land here. Trying to get the lay of the land. Now watch. All of this stuff will have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah. Yeah. My mother was born in 1944 on the brink of the end of the war. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was 42. And so that's how I always think, okay, when like 42 is like about the time the US war. Yeah. My grandfather was drafted. So
I think my grandmother on my mom's side was like 20 or something like that. So like 70 years ago. So I don't know how long that is, but so like 70 to 80 years old. So I guess it's around maybe a little after that. My history lessons were different than they are now.
yeah.
Because the countries are different. Now there's more now. Yeah. True, yeah. And I haven't had like I didn't really do like I haven't been great at, doing my schoolwork, and so I'm not like I may have like skipped over a bunch of it and like stuff like that. And so I don't even know what, people around my time would be learning really. My mom was born in April. The Germans surrendered in May. Oh my gosh. And then my grandfather was arrested. My grandmother was arrested because my father was a German officer. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's like a lot. Like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I don't like I said, don't really know a lot about like our family's history. Like I found out a couple years ago that my grandfather on my mom's side was Russian, and he lived in Russia for or something like that. Like lived in Russia for years and like became a Russian citizen and like became like he really wanted to be Russian. He became Russian. I'm like, no, like what is going on here? Like why am I not being told this information? Okay. So
we all come from somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So the next two chapters aren't that bad, I don't think. It's 20 minutes and 17, which is probably about the same time definitely more time actually than Robbie read before, but I don't think that'll be that bad. No.
Okay. How's the accent?
The accent isn't bad. I did slow it down a little bit. I went from 2.5 to 2.35. Yeah. I mean, does that work? Chapter 3 and 4?
Yeah, 2 more chapters works for me.
Okay. Let me see. Where are we at? Because of my family's history, I'm looking at World War II from the German perspective and the Norwegian perspective. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Which is so interesting. So you're looking at it from the history of the occupied and the occupier. That's like got to be super weird and very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Split up when you were in school, and then Czechoslovakia is now 2 different countries. Mm-hmm. And yeah, what is that country?
Yeah, so I
don't even know the name of that country.
Wall came down. I was in Eastern Europe. So I had a passport
Mhm.
that had a West German stamp and East German stamp. Those countries don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I had a passport that had a stamp of Czechoslovakia, which doesn't exist anymore. And I lost that passport.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because
That's
like these are countries that don't exist anymore.
yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Hmm. Yeah. There are lots of different countries now. Yes, absolutely. And I mean, like, what's going on now, right? Like, there's definitely going to be a change to some geography lines probably in a couple years, and so that's probably going to happen.
World War III. Is this what we're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the wars that are going on, right? Like, we don't know where those lines are going to fall, and there'll probably be a change. I'm at 1.5. Okay. So maybe if I put it down to 1.5.
Okay.
See, I don't even know this country, so I don't even know how to say it. So
Croatia. It's a beautiful
Croatia,
country.
okay. That doesn't exist anymore? Croatia isn't a country anymore?
No, it does. Croatia still exists.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, hold on. Am I like totally out of the loop here or what? Then there is a lot of countries that used to be part of the USSR. Yeah. hmm I'm so worried at the moment we're heading towards World War III. Honestly, same. And I've been talking to my dad about it lately. He's like, that's not really like possible. I'm like, I don't like. I just feel like there's the fact that there's like 3 to 4 wars going on in the same like 2 continent area
Yeah. There's
situation
so much going on.
is terrifying because that could spread. I'm not talking someone actually wants to try to dominate the world again, but just like misfiring and people getting involved in places they shouldn't be involved in, and America, other continents getting
Make no
involved.
mistake. People want to dominate the world again.
So yes, I'm glad to know that like I'm not the only one who's terrified about this.
Yeah, I feel like that's why we need to read these books so that we can figure out like what to do when the time comes for us to do something. Right?
Start reading some
Or we
proverbs.
may end up in an insane asylum when it's over.
Hopefully not.
So yeah, we want to figure out how she ended up there so that we don't.
Croatia was not a country when you were in school. But Pluto was a planet back then. Yes. Pluto was a planet pretty recently though. Like
Did they make it back into a planet?
No, I'm saying I thought I could be wrong by this. I feel like it didn't stop being a planet like a long time ago. No? I feel like I remember being a planet.
Okay.
Is that my
I don't remember when it got downgraded.
But I feel like I remember being a planet. Yes, poor Pluto. Got kicked out of the planet club.
Poor Pluto.
But I guess it's now a planet again.
Oh.
It is a dwarf planet. Ooh, interesting. So it is a planet, yes.
Apprentice.
It was not long ago. Okay. I'm not. Okay. I'm trying to find out if there was a. I don't know. But I feel like I remember that. So that's good to know that I'm not wrong about that too. Okay. So are we going to be reading chapter 3 and 4? Let me change this banner.
Okay. 3 and 4.
I'm not that old.
What's going to happen next?
So the next chapter is going to be edit that. Hold on. The next chapter is going to be back in the current time from 3 space through 4. So we'll get another another current and then another past in this one.
Okay, good.
Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Stop before chapter 5 starts. Okay. Happy reading. Okay, I believe that's all of us done now. Okay. Well, things have been confirmed.
We have more info.
Yes. Let me pull up the book. Hold on a second. Let me pull up my ebook. There you go. Okay. So I guess we now know that he is enlisting her to be like a something. I was really confused, honestly, when he was talking. I was like, countries and all this, and it was just like all over the place, to be honest.
Yeah, I had to take notes on like the different groups that were operating in Yugoslavia, where they're going to like quote, okay, so quote of the day so far. We'll parachute you into Yugoslavia.
Oh my gosh.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so Yugoslavia is already
groups to figure out who is who, because these are not groups that I have ever heard of, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard of the Etniks, the Usaj, or however you say their names. Like, I never heard of these people. And like, who's fighting against? It sounds like they're all fighting against each other, but then some of them are also fighting the Germans.
Yes.
Maybe the Usaj is fighting with the Germans. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
I don't even remember those names. Tell you that right now.
That's because you were like, I don't know who they are. I'm skipping them. And I was like, I don't know who they are. I got writing our name down, so in case I need to talk about it. I don't know. I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But she's going to be working with the partisans if she is accepted.
Yes. And she's going to be working in Yugoslavia.
In northern
to
Yugoslavia.
Get information back to them, which would be whatever Robert and his team, or Robert's country, right?
Well, here's the weird thing: like, she's not really a spy because she's going to be wearing a uniform.
No. Yes, she's going to be.
Like, everybody's going to know that she's. It's weird that they're being so secretive about it when
she can't. They said she can't be a spy because a spy. Nobody in Yugoslavia is going to be speaking that language. So she has to pretend to be a member of the Yugoslavian military
or the British military. I don't know what uniform she's going to be wearing.
Okay. She's going to be some sort of military in Yugoslavia, trying to get secrets passed between different countries, like random countries that are passed between each other, to back to them. That's what I got.
Yeah. She's basically doing resistance work like they did in France, except she's not undercover. She's like doing it out in the open, which
to be more inconspicuous.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess if like nobody would believe she's a civilian, then she can't go in as like a civilian. She'd have to go in.
Yeah.
As military. I don't know.
Okay. We are all done. Just going through those comments. I had to say I didn't imagine he would ask her to kill anybody or do partisan work. I imagine her as tasked with gathering of information. Yeah.
Me too.
Which I think it's a little bit more, at least the way I took it. I thought it was like she's gathering information, but like a little bit more like official. Like she's gonna pretend to be part of the military. She's gonna put herself more at risk and have to. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like she's supposed to deliver messages between the partisans and the allies and who it seems like she's more of a messenger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But putting herself more in the line of fire, kind of like having to like maybe kill people, having to maybe get dead.
Yeah, because if she's wearing a uniform, people are going to be trying to kill her.
Yes. Yeah. Whoa. I don't know. I honestly, I'm trying to think about what else we learned. So she doesn't. So they know that she's like the people at the asylum. They know that she was something special, right? They know that she has like secretive intel that she can't tell her therapist.
Right,
But
but it seems like they're trying to get her to tell them the
back.
secret intel because
Oh.
it seems like there was some kind of attack that they think she was responsible for.
Oh.
And instead of putting her in jail for it, they
Yes.
put her into this insane asylum. And
Yeah.
she has no memory. Does she maybe? I don't know if she knows anything about this attack.
Yes. It seems like for at least for me, and from way I took it, which I've taken things wrong before, as you know. It seems like she is. It seems like she. They're not trying to get the secret information. They're trying to get information about Robert. That's the way I took it. Um, it seems like she did something like some sort of war crime.
That's kind of what it seems
Yeah.
like. Except
Mhm.
then they say like she wasn't in prison because of her record during the war, which makes me sound like it was she had a really good record during the
Mhm.
war.
And
But
how
yeah,
much she
like
knows.
she committed some kind of terrible war crime that she's like, how could I have done that? I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm. Um, but they know she did something violent. Yeah, I'm okay. This is making all of what y'all are saying is helping me process it because I was totally clueless before that. I was like, huh? So yeah, okay, okay,
Yeah, I feel like we're trying to figure out what happened at the same time she's trying to figure out what
yes,
happened. And at the same time, the insane asylum is trying to figure out what happened.
yes, because I know I didn't take it as they were trying to get information out of her, but I guess they are because of that. It isn't a good. She isn't in there for like a good reason. She's in there because instead of going to prison, she's going there to give them information. So I guess what the doctor was saying is there is things that are like you obviously can't tell us, but talk about Robert. And so do you think maybe like Robert being like some sort of like Robert, maybe there's something going on there with him being maybe on two sides of something or something like that.
I feel like we need to get into Yugoslavia and see what is happening when she
Yes.
gets there.
And the
Like,
next chapter,
then things will become clear.
yes, we'll start getting into
Assuming
the
she
real.
goes.
Yeah.
Assuming she parachuted in.
The next chapter, which is an hour long, takes place in 47. So we're not gonna get there in the next one right now. Um, but she wants her to remember as it comes to her. Yeah. Mm. It is better for you to tell me. It's better for you to tell me and remember. Yeah.
It is interesting, like what happened to her that she lost her memory.
Hmm. And what you were saying, are we dealing with an unreliable narrator and she knows and she's not telling this person?
Right.
That is even more. That's piquing my interest. I'm very confused, but that is interesting.
Yeah.
And the fact that if she doesn't, that's also another thing. The fact that she doesn't go, which obviously going to go, she's obviously going to be part of this. But if she doesn't, they're going to just like displace her. They're just going to put her somewhere else.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Something, which we got to get there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at the length of the chapters, and it's not that bad. I think it's not. So the next chapter is 15 minutes long.
15, 1 5,
50.
5 0.
54 minutes long. Which if I, yeah, 54 minutes. So we need one sprint to do that, right? And then there's two more regular length chapters, and then another 53-minute one. It's only like we've only been here for 2 hours, so I think I don't know.
So we read the long one. We're here for about another hour and a half.
Yeah. Hmm. And then we could maybe. I was thinking maybe we could do some homework to tomorrow or tonight, and then into tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, we could not have to read a long chapter immediately. There is 3 extremely long chapters in a row. 14, 15, and 16. 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and an hour in a row. So that's later on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so chapter 5 is an hour.
Chapter 5 was an hour long, which the Kindle's saying 20 minutes. But her Kindle's saying 20 minutes, but it keeps changing. It's
Wait.
just.
That's quite a difference between 20 minutes and an hour.
Yeah, but Christina's listening on 1.5. Let me see something. Well, it's not actually not that. 40 divided by. Is there a division sign on this thing, or do I have to do a slash? There you go. Okay. Divided by 1.5. For Christina's audio, it's about 36 minutes on her audio.
Okay.
So, yeah, probably about 40 then. Maybe it might take us like 40 minutes to read it.
Okay, so what are you saying? We should do chapter 5 tonight?
No, we should. Do you not want to do chapter 5 right now on here?
Wait, tell me. I say it again.
I was saying we should read chapter 5 on here
Right now.
and then yes,
Talk about chapter 5 right now.
and talk about chapter 5, and then I was thinking we should read some over the break to get through chapter 8, which is 53 minutes long, so we don't have to start out and deal with a long chapter.
Okay, so you say we do chapter 5 tonight while we're here before we say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And then between tonight, so then before Wednesday, the homework is chapter 6 and 7.
Yes.
Okay.
But we'll see. I guess we have to see what happens, right? We don't know how. Okay. Does reading chapter 5? I mean, I know it's getting late. You've been here.
No. If it's 30 minutes or 20 minutes, I can definitely do that. I don't know that I can be here for another hour and a half though. Like if it was read for an hour and then talk for like, I probably can't do that. But
Yes.
20, 30 minutes, yeah, let's do chapter 5.
Okay.
And then we'll see where we are at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me edit this real quick. I mean, we'll never know what's gonna happen though. Read through chapter 5. There you go. Okay. Add that, and then I'm gonna put the last sprint banner up as well because it is gonna be our last sprint. Yeah. Let's read chapter 5 now, and we'll see where we are.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I put there you go. Okay. Only read chapter 5, read through it, and then come back. Okay. Happy reading. Okay, we are all done that crazy chapter.
All right.
Yes, crazy chapter, also crazy long chapter. But it was just like, that was crazy. We've seen a lot.
Yeah, so we got a whole new character.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Her friend Naomi, not her friend, but Naomi. Right? Is that her name?
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sneeze.
We got Naomi.
And Robert is very weird.
Yes.
Like, I can't figure out if this is just like he's trying to prepare them for their missions, or if he's just being a dick.
I think that there's some sort of like double sided, like but like I think Robert is playing a double game. I think Robert is doing something against the Europe. What government are they for? The French government,
The allies. The allies.
Okay. I think that Robert is on the other side.
Oh, you think he's on the German side?
Yes, or on a side that is against either that is pro whatever they're against, or against whatever they're pro. Nazi, maybe someone who's, are they right now they're doing stuff that's pro Czechoslovakia or anti it.
I think I don't know what they're doing. All I know is Naomi thinks she's going in to rescue Jews, and I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I don't trust Rob. I think Robert is playing a double game. I think Robert is on another side that I don't know what side, but I think he's tricking them. And I think that Robert is going to be like the kingpin of all of this. I'm not saying he's Hitler. I'm saying he's the kingpin of whatever happened, whatever she's being interviewed for at the asylum. You don't have to tell me the special important details. Tell me about Robert, because he's the important detail. He's the mastermind. He's the one who set up everything she's doing. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know yeah. I mean, we're chapter 5. I don't know if he's pitting them against each other to prepare them, or what's going on. And yeah, I don't know if Naomi is like really befriending Amber, or if she's playing a game.
Yeah. I didn't question Naomi. Like, I was like, I wanted, like, her therapist is like, so you and Naomi were like never actually friends? Like, no, we were just like kind of acquaintances. And I'm like, is that a lie? Because I feel like as the book progresses, I was hoping, or I'm thinking, if the therapist didn't say that, I would assume her and Naomi are going to become best friends, and that her and Naomi are going to have a very deep friendship as the book goes on. So is that a lie, or am I reading it wrong? Like, I don't know. Because I didn't see anything bad with Naomi, especially after we learned that she was Jewish. I know there's maybe, I don't know. Yes, he is a spook. Yeah, Robert for sure, but Naomi is playing along against Amber / Maud. Okay. So you think Robert is definitely doing that, but Naomi might be. I don't know. Because
I don't know if Robert's deliberately trying to sabotage this mission. No, I don't know why he would. Why would you recruit people and then deliberately sabotage them? Just recruit people to do what you want them to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Because there's more than just Robert. There's this whole organization, this whole military, this whole structure of it that he's trying to, that I'm making up the fact that he's trying to take down. We don't know anything about that. Naomi can talk back to Robert and question him, almost like she's higher. Almost like she's ranked higher. I didn't see that, but
Does let her get away with stuff.
Hmm?
Sometimes he lets her get away with stuff, and then other times he like drags her off and gives her orders to like spy on Amber.
Yeah, and like she said that, like, which is pretty surprising. Another detail we learned is that Amber and Robert have a relationship, have something, right?
Something.
Eventually.
Well, at least Amber wants to have something. Wanted to have something.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever did, but yeah, she definitely wanted to.
I thought she said that she had slept with him. Like in 47, she was saying that she had. Maybe she's lying, but I thought that she said.
I don't remember that.
So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I trust. I don't know. Let me put this in. Hold on a second. There you go. We're charging. Okay. I don't know. I mean, how do we know we're supposed to trust this therapist and this organization? They could be against her.
Well, yeah, I think they totally are, because they're trying to get her to spill secrets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She hadn't yet in 40. Yeah, she hadn't yet in 43. But she talked about the fact that I thought she talked about the fact that she had in 47. Okay, so it's reminding me a bit of Jane Eyre. Okay, hold on. Story of the Jane Eyre story. The way he was trying to make her jealous.
Yeah, like I just don't get if it's part of the training, like he's trying to prep her for situations that she might encounter, or if he's just like, I don't know, getting his like kicks out of tormenting her in that way.
I mean, probably both. That's what I'm thinking. Probably both. I wouldn't be surprised if he was, if Naomi was higher ranked. Sometimes they want to be alone. Sometimes they want to be alone and feel like he is the only one they can count on. I guess. I'm trying to think about what you mean by that, because I'm kind of already convinced by the story. Because he definitely is. He's very shifty. Is that right?
Well, he definitely wants them to rely only on him.
Yes, agreed.
That doesn't, I mean, that's a military thing, right? That this is just part of the military. Like you have to rely on him and follow orders. And like you don't want people, I don't know, going off and doing their own thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you want them to be all about you and what you're saying and whatever. But I just don't know why he would be treating them so differently.
Yeah. I don't know.
And it seems like what Naomi thinks that she's doing in Hungary may not be what Robert thinks that she's doing in Hungary.
Yeah. Yeah. They're definitely not friends. They believe that she has committed some crimes. They want to know who's pulling the strings. Agreed. Yes. They're definitely not. Like, at first I was like, oh, it's like, at first before we found out about all of like the crime situation, I was like, oh, they're just like, she just like went there voluntarily and like, but
no, nobody goes to an insane asylum voluntarily.
No, at least not back then. To isolate her, not to be friends, or not to have friends or a past, and making it so her and Naomi can't be friendly, having her stay in a nicer place than Naomi. Yes, and taking Naomi out. Yes, because Naomi's staying at the hostel back then. I wonder where Naomi is in this whole situation in like 47. Because I don't know.
I also thought the thing that she alluded to with the cake, I thought he just took the knife and cut the cake, right? I thought he was gonna take the knife and show her how to kill somebody with it or something.
Yes. Yes. That's what I also thought, because she was like, "Oh yeah, the knife," and she was like, "The knife, the cake," and I'm like, "This cake is gonna be a body part. It's gonna be like the anatomy of spine, and we're gonna be chopping it up."
Right.
That's what I thought, and it's just like land. So is that meaning that he's doing something nefarious with the land that they're going into? Because that's
No, I think he was just trying to explain where the borders were and
okay.
whose side who was on.
I guess. I
That's
mean,
what
it made it more confusing for me. I was like, huh? Dead. Yeah. Dude, so Naomi's dead. Where's Naomi and all this? Maybe dead. Okay.
maybe.
The doc isn't actually answering questions. The doc isn't actually answering questions about the mission, only about asking questions on the mission, only about their relationship. Yes. That's why I think that he's the problem. Is that this mission they're going on isn't the issue. He's the issue. Robert, as in he, when I'm saying that.
Yes, but I think she has to know who all the players are and how they all like
Yeah.
know each
I
other, interacted with each other before we figure out. I'm not sure we're ever gonna get to Yugoslavia.
I don't know. Let me say anything. We could.
I mean, maybe nothing ever happens. Maybe they never leave Cairo. Maybe whatever goes down in Cairo.
Oh my gosh, the next 3 chapters take place in 47, which I guess most of those chapters do kind of are flashbacks in the chapter, but they take place in 47. Next 4 chapters, I mean, like, oh my gosh. So maybe we'll never. I don't know. Well, didn't she ask whether Naomi was sleeping with Robert? Yeah. And that's what the therapist asked.
Yeah.
And she said no, or she didn't think so, and that she hadn't at this time yet. Which I don't know. And I don't understand why. Like, because was Robert the like, I don't know, gym instructor or whatever. Like, was Robert that person, or was it someone else? Because
I think it was someone else.
yeah, because they were like, was that, so it wasn't Robert directly pitting them against each other, but was that Robert instructing that guy to have them be kind of near each other to argue, to fight?
Well, except the other guy seems to think they're supposed to work together.
Exactly. So she has to be
I
lying about their friendship.
don't know why Robert would be pitting them against each other all the time, trying to make Amber jealous if it's for the best mission that they work together as a team. So I kind of am confused about why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah. Because I feel like I feel like they're going to be friends. So she, like, from what it seems like, their relationship is building, and also they should be working together. And she knows her secret that she's Jewish. So
I don't think that's a secret.
It's not? Or I mean, maybe not then, never mind. But
there wasn't secret. She blurted it out, right? Like it wasn't any big deal. She seemed to like it was no big deal.
Well, maybe not about that. But I feel like they're growing as they have lemonade, they're growing there. And I would think that would make no sense to involve that and then make Naomi a bad character unless it was like a big plot twist.
I think there's going to be a betrayal, and it's going to be either Naomi's betraying Amber or Amber is betraying Naomi.
I don't know. I feel like they're going to be friends, because it doesn't make sense to write that scene,
And
and then
I feel
not
like they're not going to be friends.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to see where this pans out. I mean, I feel like we're gonna go off on crazy theories like we do with every single book. We'll see who's right this time. Last time it was you. How
I think
did
he could call the whole thing on Jane Eyre.
well, true.
No,
Yeah,
you
but
did too.
you guessed the painting.
She
You
was
guessed the
possessed.
painting towards the end. How did he make you feel? Not what did he tell you to do? True.
I mean, we haven't gotten into anything of what he's telling anyone to do.
That is.
I still feel like the only person whose mission that I know what she's supposed to be doing is Naomi, but I don't know if that's what Robert thinks she's supposed to be doing. So I know what she's planning on doing when she gets to Hungary, but I don't know what Amber's supposed to be doing or like whatever. I only know that apparently everybody is wearing the same goddamn uniform and it's hard to tell who's who. What do you get there?
I don't know. I'm thinking that the doc is not trying to make her tell secret information. I agree with that. Because I think that it's more Robert and less like let's talk about your plans in the war. I think it's more Robert. It has to be him. Or I guess maybe what you're saying, Naomi. I have a Stockholm type of feeling. Agreed. Why is she where she is? What did she do? What did she do when she was put in the asylum?
Yeah.
What did she do to get put there? Good question. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too. Is that like Robert is tricking her, someone's tricking her, and it's definitely, to me, maybe not Stockholm Syndrome, more like gaslighting. On the point of like, you don't know things, or maybe you have an amnesia or something like that. It feels to me more like that from Robert, the military, the therapist, the asylum.
I mean, the fact that her parents haven't come to visit her either is a little bit strange.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There is something going on situation. It feels like a hostage situation, a cult. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? We need to talk about what we read? I'm trying to think. I don't know, I'm kind of curious about how like she like got like got involved in this. Like it's so like so far we're not really told what the process has been from like the first meetup to like from like there. Like we don't really know like more details on that. Maybe we are not going to be told those details, or those details aren't necessary. But like, I don't know. Why would you enter into the military without knowing, or enter into a secret operation if you didn't like know all of the details?
Because I think that's how I don't think they tell you the details until you have to know, right? It's on a need to know basis.
Yes,
and it's the war, right? You know you're going to do something good for the war effort. So I think you just volunteer and say, well, I'll just keep going along and you'll keep telling me stuff, or you won't, right?
Yeah.
And then it'll be over. Like,
yeah, I guess. I just have like a very like it's very like, I don't know, like drafty or like stuff like that, like drafting people or like recruiting people and not telling them information. It's like you need to like I want more about why would she say yes to this if she didn't know? Like if she didn't know, like does she have nothing else going on? Like I feel like she liked her job.
She has nothing else going on.
But she liked her job. She had
waiting to get
like
involved.
she had all this stuff. I don't understand why she would take this one, knowing maybe that's just me. Where are we at? She was in training, yes, and then in Scotland,
The
and then
CIA
never
came
captured.
to you. If this is basically the CIA came to her door and
Mhm.
said, "Look, we'd like to talk to you about like whatever." I mean, you either say, "No, I'm not interested," or you're like, "Okay, what do you want to talk to?" Like, and then you just keep going through the process, right? And they only tell you a bit at a time because it's national security. It's all like security clearance. So they can't
Yeah.
just put everything out at once because what if you're a Nazi and all of a sudden they've blurted out this whole plan and you're like, ooh.
I mean, yeah, you are right. It is like,
Over there in Berlin.
yeah. I mean, she has lost her memories. It is trauma or something, or some kind of brainwashing that they put her through, in case she got captured.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like memories
Ooh,
are
that's
very
interesting.
spotty.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what she's been through, right? It seems like she's been through something really violent, probably, really traumatic, but we don't know what that could be yet.
Although I would say it doesn't seem like she's been through something violent or dramatic. It seems like she has done something violent or traumatic. Like
Oh,
she's the person who did it.
yeah. I mean, if she doesn't remember anything, then do we know that this isn't all just fake?
No,
Like,
we
I
don't
don't
know.
know. That might be off the rails, but like, if she doesn't remember and she just wakes up in this place and says, "You're put here because you were charged with a crime," can't these people just be, I don't know, the Germans, and they're trying to get information out of her? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It could be the bad guy. She may not even be in like, yeah.
where are we at? So we might get more information. Yes, once she gets back her memories, yeah. And I was thinking like, but okay, yeah. She is telling. We're not seeing the past. She's telling the past.
Right.
So it might not be as accurate as a. I didn't even think about that. It might not be as accurate. Um, they did tell her some of it, but the story seems to be her telling the doctor, and she doesn't want to tell secret stuff. They don't want to know either. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, that is all accurate.
Right. I
We don't know
mean,
what
and
he is
we
either.
don't know if she ever followed up on his,
Yeah,
call this
that
number, talk to Scotland Yard, give them like, we don't know if she ever followed up
yeah,
on that.
that's what I'm saying. Is okay, fine. I'll join up. No, like you do the. I mean, it is wartime and stuff like that, but
I mean, he could be working for the Nazis. He could be a Nazi, but it seems like he's got an awful lot of the British military behind him, right? That they're
yeah,
setting up all of these training centers for them to go to. I mean, that's not like a one that I think that would be unusual if the Germans had that much.
information.
Yeah, that they could set up enough of those places in the UK and in like, other places
Yeah,
that the British government wouldn't realize that they're running secret training centers,
yeah,
for sabotaging things or whatever. So I think, yes, CIA. It's not, yeah. He's not, I don't think
yeah.
he's American. So it would be whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the
M16,
intelligence agency
MI
is.
MI6. Is that I don't know if that's M16 or MI6, but no clue.
Yeah, so it would be British intelligence that he works for,
Yes.
allegedly, presumably. Right, like there's no way.
He might not be Secret Service at all. He might just be pretending to recruit his little own army. To recruit his own little army. There you go. I don't know. I feel like, to me, I feel like there's more of a chance of like he is in the MI6 or M16 or whatever, he might be tricking them. He might be someone else's guy. He might be from somewhere else, but he's tricking the British military. Does that make sense? Did anything I just say made sense? I don't know, but
Yeah, well, he's doing a really good job of it because he's got the whole thing set up really well. If he's tricking them. I don't think he is, but I could be wrong.
I think Hitler was busy doing other things at the time. Yes. MI6. There you go. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I have no clue. I really don't think anyone has an idea. Trying to think.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like with all of our theories, we can't trust anyone. Like there's no characters we're trusting at this point in time.
Right. I
Mhm.
agree with
And then and also like she said, like her boyfriend is just like gone. Right? Her boyfriend just was like, okay, bye. Right?
that. Well, I mean, there is a war and he had to go to war. So
True, yeah.
people were disappearing all the time to go off to war.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plus, wasn't she talking about breaking up with them before they were even at the nightclub? Before she even met Robert?
I must have not realized that.
I felt like she was not so enamored with him back at the nightclub. But then she stayed with him and I was like, oh, I guess she's just gonna, I don't know, keep being this guy's girlfriend. I don't know.
I guess not. I guess we'll have to see. So, what are we gonna do any homework over the next day?
So if we don't do homework, where does that leave us if we start on Wednesday?
We start with the 25 minute chapter. So chapter 6 is 25 minutes, chapter 7 is 17, chapter 8 is 53, and then some they're longish, but they're regular length chapters until chapter 14 when it gets long for a little bit. I think that we could read from the chapter 19 through the end of the book in one day because those chapters are pretty reasonably. I think we could get through the rest of that.
Okay.
In one thing.
So what's chapter 9?
What do you mean by that? You mean
What was chapter 9?
How long?
Yeah.
It is almost 40 minutes.
So if we did not do homework, we could start on Wednesday by reading 6 and 7. That would be about an hour.
Yeah.
Then the next sprint, we could read 8, which would be about an hour. And then the next sprint, we could read 9, which would be about an hour.
What? Is it enough? Is that not too much for you on Wednesday?
I mean, it'd be the same as today.
What? Then that works.
But it's fine. Yeah.
So three sprints worth of reading. That works.
Or we can do homework. We can do 6 and 7 for homework and start talking about them. Although I feel like with just one day in between, having homework, I mean, I'm okay with it, but I don't know if other people want to do homework.
No, we read the last bit for today, right?
Yeah.
The hour ones aren't actually an hour though. True. So all of those are an hour.
Right. The last 20-minute one was an hour.
Yeah.
So I feel like we can't really we're not gauging the time as accurately as we think.
Mika's got to get going. Mika's got to go eat dinner and go to sleep. Okay. So we're not going to do any homework.
No homework. We'll
Okay.
start on Wednesday with chapter 6.
No homework. We're starting on Wednesday, chapter 6. That is it. Mika, you can head out. See you Wednesday. Go ahead.
See you Wednesday.
Okay. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for reading this book with me, Vivian.
Yes.
Have a nice
Yeah.
night.
It's good. I don't know who picked this book, but I mean, I guess we all picked it. I don't know who recommended it, but it's good.
I don't know. Someone.
Okay.
Someone that wasn't us. Someone else recommended it.
Someone that wasn't me, for sure.
Yeah.
Good night, Mika.
Yes.
Good night, Christina.
Good night. Oh, wait.
Good night, Tina.
Good night. Bye-bye. Ending now.